Hi, Tara. It is so nice to meet you, and I'm looking forward to just hearing about what you have to offer. But before we get started, can you just tell us who you are and what you do?
Thanks, Jackie. I'm Tara. I'm a counselor here in Vancouver, BC. I'm an approved EMDR consultant. I'm also a synergetic play therapist. I have a private practice here called Kindred Counseling.
Oh, that's awesome. And I know before we started recording this, I got to hear about you, and I literally love everything that you stand for and your whole vibe. So I know you have a lot of products that are available for EMDR trained clinicians that work with children.
hmm
So can you just tell us about what you have to offer?
Sure. I created an online EMDR store for EMDR therapists and I suppose play therapists as well. They are phase-based resources. And I started it really because when COVID hit after about a year, I started getting very bored.
Yeah.
And I kind of looked over at a folder on my desk that said like EMDR projects. And I just opened it up and just started making these worksheets mainly for me and my consultees. And then as I started doing it, I started to have fun with it and started to see maybe what it could turn into. Yeah, and this sort of store idea was created. Actually, my niece, who's 11, brought it up to me. I was like, great idea. So that sort of just inspired one after another. And now I have about 75
Wow.
resources at the store. So I call it a collection, the in-session collection for uh, resources for therapists that work with children and youth. And you can sort of just shop the store and what you need for your particular client, or you can get the whole thing. So it's the resources usually have a therapist guide attached to it. So there's the activity, and then you can prepare in advance by reading the therapist guide. Lots of scripts and fun stuff. So yeah,
I love
it's
that.
been
So
fun.
it was really kind of made out of your clinical practice, and then you are helping your consultees with it, and you listen to your 11-year-old niece, and then you made this available to the world. And I think about too, like, well, I know one of your big kind of values is fidelity with the MDR. As
Yeah.
we have these supports, it really helps us hone in on what's
Mhm.
happening in each phase, which is huge. It gives us intentionality. So to have these resources sounds super valuable, like on many levels.
Yeah, I'm someone who can get caught up in the chaos of a session with a child sometimes, and
Yeah,
even
me
with the best
too.
intentions, uh, I just find the resources are very grounding for both the child and the therapist. They provide a focus. Um, I I will create a workbook with my kids, and this is just a binder here. It's
Yeah.
quite big, but this holds all the resources. This is something that
Oh,
I've done for me.
oh,
But
I love that.
if you make your own, you can make like a book with
Oh,
all the master pages, and then go through and kind of pick and choose what you want out of it. I'll show you one resource.
oh, that's fantastic.
It's for phase 3. So
Hold
this
on for
is
a second. I'm going to
I'm
pin you so we can see it really good. So that's EMDR phase three assessment. Ooh,
so
okay.
this is the mini bundle, and this is sort of has the toxic. This is the toxic bundle. So then you're sort of describing, negative beliefs as toxic. So there may be like a kid I'm working with that sort of would like this kind of feel with the skulls and stuff.
Yes, it has a theme.
Yeah, so there's talking trash, and this is about garbage beliefs and recycled beliefs. So it's like
Ooh.
identifying NCs and then how you could recycle them to PCs.
Okay, so
And
the
then,
negative cognition
excuse
is like
me.
the garbage belief and the
Yeah,
recyclable. Oh, that's so playful too. Okay,
yeah. So there's
wow.
a lot of a lot of metaphors and playful kind of and nice visual graphics that are
Oh, I
appealing to
love it.
kids. And then even with this one, there's a
There it is.
laminated
Oh,
suds scale with a
That are you
prompting
now when you think
question.
about the toxic memory. So it's themed out in a real playful way, so it goes all together. Oh,
So
that's
you'll,
beautiful.
yeah, yeah. So you'll find little mini bundles like this. It's really been a labor of love for me. It's been really fun actually for me to make all these. And like you said, the fidelity piece, it all still sticks to fidelity. The modifications are simple, yet effective. And I'm really thinking about the practitioner
Yeah.
when I create these too.
I love that. It seems like you've really kind of you've created something that can support someone in so many different ways. And we have, I think about it's like a third thing. I was listening to John Green. He's the author of a lot of teenagers like to read his books. He wrote The Fault in My Stars or something like that. But he says a third thing when you have two people that are focused on a third thing, sometimes there's like safety in that. So you
Yeah,
have this third
there is.
thing that helps to
It's
support
grounding.
the fidelity. I love that.
Yeah, and the activity, even you can even say, this is what we're going to work on next week, or it's just, and look back on what we've done. And there's like a concrete record of it. It's the activities are very collaborative too. So it's not like, here, fill this out, and then we'll talk about it. It's together. There's a lot of togetherness
Yeah.
in it.
Which is safety and connection. And
Yeah,
the clients that we worked with, the traumatized children and teens, that safety and connection is essential. Oh, I love, love, love it. So I'm going to put the link below this
okay.
video, wherever you're watching this video. If you're watching, just click on the link. And the name of your store is what, Tara?
It's called In Session, a creative collection of tools and resources for EMDR therapists working with children and youth. And I've got the store on my website at Kindred Counseling. Um, and there's prompts on the website for the EMDR store. So it's pretty easy once you get there to find it.
I love that. You're so creative and you're so helpful. And I love your injury approved consultant. And seems like you're just
Thanks, Jackie.
a gift to the world. You're putting stuff out there to help us be better therapists.
Thank you.
All right, I'll catch you later. Bye bye.
Okay, bye, Jackie.